Hello, I'm John Baker from ISIS. I'm here in Dubai at the 13th annual GPCA Forum, recording for GPCA TV. I'm talking to Ramesh Ramachandran, President and CEO of Equate, the Kuwaiti-based petrochemicals company. Thank you for joining us, Ramesh. Picking up on the theme of the forum here, could you explain Equate in terms of the growth and the transformation that it's undergoing and the strategy?
Sure. Equate is a great story of transformation. I mean, it actually epitomizes transformation because if you look at how Equate started, it was primarily a vision of His Highness the Emir of Kuwait that Equate is blessed with these natural resources that needed to be upgraded as opposed to exported. And so that's when there was a partnership with the American company, that is the Dow Chemical Company today, of bringing polyethylene technology, glycol technology, and cracking technology into Kuwait. And that's how the company was formed. And then with those humble beginnings began the transformation where when they acquired ME Global, which was the glycol arm of Dow Chemical, that came into the joint venture with assets in Canada, once again with the goal to grow, but not just in Kuwait, but outside of Kuwait. So that's how the ME Global acquisition happened. And then came the acquisition of Equate Polymers, which was a PET acquisition based in Schkopau, Germany, once again expanding the global footprint. And then Equate itself doubled in size inside of Kuwait because there was more feedstock available in Kuwait. So that, I would say, was phase 1 and 2, and then there was a steady state, extraordinary amount of success and earnings with those assets. And then 2 years ago came the next chapter, which was the US Gulf Coast expansion, because there was the shale gas opportunity in the US Gulf Coast. Once again with the partnership with Dow, where we are adjacent to the Dow cracker, where the ethylene comes from the Dow cracker. So in broad strokes, I would say the journey of Equate has been an extraordinary transformation, and now it is in the growth phase with what we have done in the US Gulf Coast. And it's a matter of great pride that at least so far it is the only Middle East company that has managed to get a footprint in the US Gulf Coast to take advantage of shale gas.
Right. And are you happy with the structure now, or is there more change coming, do you think?
Today's structure we are very comfortable with, and the partners are very happy with what we have. Needless to say, success has 1,000 friends, so it has been an extraordinary year this year. So the current structure is very beneficial to all partners, both from a asset location standpoint, ownership standpoint, because we are really able to cherry pick the best practices from the two largest shareholders and implement that across the globe.
And just turning to the markets that you serve, what's your view of the sort of medium term in the glycols?
I would say in the medium term, glycol is going to stay tight, but definitely there is more supply coming on stream. If you look at the glycol market, it's about a 26 million ton market. And overall, even with all the headwinds that we've seen last year and this year, global market demand has grown in the 5 to 6% range. So we are seeing about 1.5 million tons of growth across the globe, much higher than what you typically see in polyethylene and the other areas. So the new capacity that is coming on, we are expecting about 700 to 800,000 tons a year in that clip for about 2 to 3 years. So I expect definitely some tightening in the market, but the market will have fresh supply of glycol from relatively low-cost producers. So I think it should be quite snug. A bigger worry on the market, though, is the tariffs. I believe the number one challenge for us in the globe today is to find a way to resolve this tariff issue between the two large producers and suppliers that is out there. So if that doesn't reach a palatable conclusion, I would say we'll be in a completely different dynamic in the medium term.
So you're referring to the US-China?
That is correct. That is correct. That is, I think we should not underestimate what a solution could bring and what the lack of a solution could do if you're not proactive to find a way out there.
Right. Are you taking any steps at the moment to mitigate?
We obviously have a reasonably good advocacy group. In the US it is done through DAO, and we have other ways of reaching the people who are involved in this. We are aware of what is happening in China also. So we have let them know about how serious this could be, and I would say the audience is receptive, but it is between governments, and we do definitely need to find a solution. But are we worried? Yeah, we are worried.
Okay, well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Great being here.